How's it going, everybody? I'm Brooks,
I'm Joe.
and this is another episode of Cantina Reviews.
Today we're talking about Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom.
Yeah, so Fallen Kingdom seems to be falling in the ratings.
Yeah.
So it is actually doing what it was named to do.
Yeah, Fallen Kingdom, as in Fallen franchise.
Oh!
Yeah, it's dropping because big time. Before it came out in the U.S., it was at 71 from critics on Rotten Tomatoes. And say what you will about Rotten Tomatoes, how accurate it is, whatever. But I mean, it's usually what you go to get a kind of an idea.
Right.
It's now 50% from critics. I don't know.
Yeah, it's 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5 in some other places.
Now we had talked about we liked Jurassic World.
I liked it a lot.
I didn't really mind. It was a movie where I didn't mind the fan service. I thought it was just a fun, nostalgic kind of ride.
Yeah.
This one, I am not a fan of.
Well, it never needed to be made.
It feels like a prequel to the next one.
It feels like a middle movie.
Yeah, it is the most middle movie I've ever seen, I think.
Almost, no. You know which one is the same?
What?
Pirates of the Caribbean. What is it? Dead Man Tell No Tales. Was that the second one?
What was Dead Man's Chest?
Dead Man's Chest.
I kind of liked Dead Man's Chest.
I liked it too.
Yeah.
But it's the same exact thing.
It is a lot of stuff.
It was the start and the middle movie.
Right.
So it was the middle movie, but it also began, so they had to make a third one.
Right. Oh,
you know
yeah.
I mean?
This one, Jurassic World 2, and we'll get right into spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
If you've seen it, hopefully you're watching this after.
Yeah.
It's just so much setup.
Mm-hmm.
For the next one. Just so bad. And if you've seen the trailer, you know all
It's
the...
just so bad.
If you've seen the trailer, you know the basic plot point of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the island to get the dinosaurs. They get bamboozled.
Mm-hmm.
The dinosaurs are being sold off in auctions to all these seedy arms dealers. They made a new genetic dinosaur called the Indoraptor, which is a mix of the Indominus and a raptor, even though Indominus already had raptor in it.
Yeah, wasn't it the Indominus Raptor?
No, it was the Indominus Rex, but the big twist,
That's what it was.
The big twist of Jurassic World was that they put raptor in it because they could then interact with the other raptors.
Yeah.
So it already is part raptor. Now they mix it with a raptor and they call it the Indoraptor.
Yeah.
But
It has more raptor.
more raptor. Yeah, more raptor.
Yeah.
More bang for your buck.
Yeah. The reviews of the previous model called for more raptor.
They auction off the dinosaurs for they start at $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
That's super low for a dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Yeah.
You're not going to get another one.
Right. But anyway, I digress. Indoraptor escapes, some havoc, which isn't bad. It's not all bad. The island part was probably the most exciting of the movie.
Mm-hmm. That was a millisecond long.
Yeah, and then the dinosaurs are released onto the public and the world because a lot of them have been sold off already. Mm-hmm. It's all set up to get the dinosaurs in the world.
Yeah.
So we could do a better next movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a shame because, it's not all bad. I liked some of the cinematic choices of it. I liked the first third of it. Then it just drags so much just to set up. This movie could have been an hour and a half rather than over 2 hours.
Yeah, which probably would have made it way better.
I think it would have been better. Even, you might be like, that was a little short. But it would get its point across.
Yeah.
All that really goes on
Putting in
here,
the main points.
Yeah. All that really goes on here is, they go to the island, which is rushed. I don't know why that sequence was rushed so much. Because Lost World, they're on the island for quite a while. Before they bring the dinosaur back to San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why the island was so rushed in this one. Maybe so it wouldn't be compared to Lost World. Mm-hmm. But that would have benefited it, because then we spend the next 2/3 of the movie in a mansion, and that's it. Which kind of just takes the premise of Lost World and does it in a small mansion. Mm-hmm. Which, like I said, those sequences of, hiding from the dinosaur, running from the dinosaur in there, was pretty exciting.
Yeah.
If we had gotten to it quicker, it would have been better.
It would have been way better.
I don't know why the auction part of this was so extended.
It's do you think they're let's make this as long as we can? They were let's drag this out. We got a lot of money. Let's just do it.
I think it seems to be. It seems like it was going for it to be a little more artistic than usual. Mm-hmm. It was going for more of a certain tone, but they would counter that tone just as much.
Right.
It wasn't sure. I feel like this movie wasn't sure what it wanted.
No.
Was it a gory horror dinosaur movie, or was it something about saving endangered species? It kind of like tries to walk the line between both.
Yeah, but
and that's why, like, by the end, where they're given the choice of freeing them and saving them or not, the choice makes, like, it doesn't make any sense, because, like, this idea that they're trying to save endangered species in the beginning, then mixed with they've been, like, brutalized by them for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it just becomes so weird.
Well, yeah, like that's the thing is, like...
It's like, what's the message of this movie?
Yeah, what's the message of the franchise?
Yeah.
They've tried to save dinosaurs since the third one, since the first three.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to do it again.
Right.
And in this movie, they go to save them. They all get killed except for a few of them.
Yeah.
And then it's like, maybe we should just let them die.
Me, personally... Right. So that's what Jeff Goldblum coming back, his...
Because we've saved them 8 times.
His thing is, I've been right this whole franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And what I think is, maybe it hasn't really carried over quite so well, but my impression of what this franchise is about is, like, mankind will constantly try to push its control of nature, but you go back to that beginning movie, life always finds a way.
Yeah.
So no matter what they try to do as far as, like, controlling these dinosaurs, it's never going to work out.
Right.
So to be able to sustain this franchise for 6 movies, it just has to have people making dumb choices over and over again for it to make sense. And bad guys are bad and mean and they want money.
Yeah, well, yeah. But, like, that was a thing that they said. They were like, it's fixing his mistake with the volcano and everything.
Right, yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
Well, yeah, Goldblum was like,
then,
this is a work of God. This is resetting.
It's meant to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
But then the same thing is about to happen.
Yeah.
And they don't learn from the first time. They're like, yeah, you know what? Maybe we should, like...
Well, that leads into this whole other aspect of the movie that is hugely... It hugely changes the Jurassic universe. The Jurassic movie.
The Jurassic World.
Right. It changes the Jurassic World, but it is barely glimpsed over in this movie.
And I love it so much. Because it makes no sense.
The introduction of human cloning.
I know. Isn't it great?
And the idea that, Hammond's old partner, his granddaughter, turns out to be a clone of his dead daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And she releases the dinosaurs because she empathizes with them as a fellow clone.
Mm-hmm.
Where she could have just empathized with them as a child.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And just trying to save something.
But another one, she was also terrorized by them for the last hour and a half of the movie. So, like, it doesn't make the most sense.
Yeah, and then she sits there and saves them.
And then, I don't know. I kind of liked, I liked the idea of, like, they touch on little things like Chris Pratt and Claire. Like, kind of serving as parental figures for the kid. Mm-hmm. Some good moments with that. Some good moments with, like, they show Owen training Blue. Mm-hmm. Some kind of cool stuff. But otherwise, like, they introduce this human cloning thing and they don't even... It's just there.
That's the thing. It's like... What? You know what I mean?
I think what would have been more interesting... So, like, the idea of the human-dino hybrid has been around for a while with these movies. Supposedly, the original plan for Jurassic Park 4, what would have been that, was there were going to be human-dinosaur hybrid soldiers. So obviously they're still going that direction. I would assume introducing this girl means we're going to be going there in the next one.
Yeah.
It kind of, if you were going to introduce it now, instead of just glimpsing over it, like the whole idea with the Indoraptor is that it's like the smartest. It mixes the most intelligent species ever, which the Indominus Rex that they created was super intelligent. The Raptors, super intelligent. Because of how he was able to train them. I think it would have made a little more sense if they were like, oh yeah, we put some human in it too. And that's why it can listen and think so well. Mm-hmm. And like that you would have come full circle on what's the point of the human clone. But no.
No, yeah, I just think, it's like, why do we need this?
Right.
What aspect, which like you're saying, I'm sure will be seen in the next one.
Right.
But like, what's the point? What does this add? Mm. You couldn't just been like, oh, her mom's dead, and now these are about to die, so she's a kid, and she wants to save them. You know
absolutely.
What I mean? Why not do that?
You don't need to, like, super rationalize the decisions of
instead,
a child.
she's a clone, they're a clone. Next movie, we're going to make human dinosaurs. Whatever kind of weird human centipede-looking thing we're going to have.
I hope not.
I know.
I would rather them just, like, not go into the human cloning thing.
What if this...
what I think, like, next is, like, it's essentially becoming... the new Planet of the Apes films now. I mean, now the world is filled with dinosaurs, so I would imagine you have to go in on that. Again, you can't just glimpse over it.
Yeah.
It can't, like, you have to think of what the real repercussions would be.
Yeah.
Thousands of people would be dead.
Oh, yeah.
And dying. Like, and what's interesting about the end of the movie, you have this montage of the dinosaurs in, like, the world. And it's, like, over Jeff Goldblum's, what he's saying in the Senate. And there's kind of, like, uplifting music. And then it's, like, Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, and the kid driving off into the sunset. It's like, this is the world now. We now live amongst dinosaurs. No.
Yeah.
This is terrifying.
Well, it's funny because...
This should be, like, creepy music.
Yeah.
As Goldblum says, I warned you.
Yeah.
You know, like...
But, like, the thing is, like, you have 4 movies where you're constantly running and hiding and trying to survive.
Yeah.
But now, all of a sudden, we can drive off into the sunset while a T-Rex is running behind us?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, you're right. Because, like, also, like, these are people... There was a weird change in Claire's character.
Mm-hmm.
She was, like... I feel like in Jurassic World, the first one, they wanted a character that wasn't the typical damsel in distress.
Mm-hmm.
She could take care of herself. That dynamic between her and Chris Pratt was therefore very funny.
Mm-hmm.
And though their romance was a little forced, it wasn't the most well-written thing ever, she eventually saves the day by releasing the T-Rex.
Mm-hmm.
In this movie, she's like starry-eyed animal lover, just wants to save the dinosaurs. Mm-hmm. She gets tricked into doing it because she's very naive in the beginning. And I'm like, this is not the same character.
Yeah.
You know?
They're completely different characters.
Yeah, so that was weird too. I don't know.
Yeah, I just think it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, it is completely like I loved Pirates of the Caribbean, the second one, but it's the same thing. It didn't need to be made.
Yeah.
Why would we try to ruin Jurassic World with a terrible sequel, which is what happened? Well, not that they're going to ruin it, but like, why would you try to ruin the newest trilogy of Jurassic Park?
It's like there wasn't enough. It's like there wasn't enough story, so they just dragged it out. Like, it doesn't feel like a full movie to me. It feels like a stretched out movie. Because, like, the going to the island and getting
everything's
blue,
just so long once you get off the island.
Yeah, the going to the island getting blue and then the auction itself could really be very quick. Because the island was already quick. They sped that up. They went right through it. It was probably a half hour tops.
Yeah.
The auction part gets super dragged out. That could have been 10 minutes, realistically. And then the third act of the movie could have been the beginning of what's now going to happen now that the dinosaurs are loose.
Yeah.
And you could have had a very chaotic third act, and it would then inform the third movie. Again, very similar to the new Planet of the Apes movies.
So they bring these dinosaurs over. The only dinosaurs in the country are brought over for auction.
Yeah.
How many dinosaurs are there, would you say?
So they took like one of every species or something.
So like...
But they still have all the genetics shit.
Okay.
But we saw multiple pteranodons fly away. And the end credit scene, they land in Vegas.
The Paris thing.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, is like, how many dinosaurs are realistically in the country that are now going to truly make, like... It's not like there's hundreds and thousands of dinosaurs.
But what we know from the previous movies is that they can find a way to reproduce.
But like within a day, they can just kill all these things?
It depends on what's going to happen next.
Right.
Are we gonna do a time jump?
If they're driving off into the sunset...
Dystopia?
I said they, like, forgot.
Right.
They're like, they're out there.
That's someone else's
Well, let's go back. Yeah, exactly. And they drive off into the sunset while a T-Rex is humping a velociraptor. And then a pterodactyl comes out of nowhere and eats the egg and poops out some kind of flying triceratops thing. And then this all happens within an hour.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, 50 dinosaurs has now multiplied into 1 million.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, like, what could happen? Besides just total pandemonium.
Like,
which is fun. There's nothing wrong with that.
What if we
There's nothing wrong from people running from dinosaurs. I enjoy it.
We've seen it for 4 movies. I'd say it for a 6.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Which is weird that it didn't really happen this one.
No, not really.
It was more of like let's go save him 8 times.
This one could, I mean, honestly, like I said, if this one was an hour and a half, I probably would have been like pretty okay with it.
Yeah.
I
feel like the new one could be like very like just boring. They could be like, oh, now I got to give dinosaurs rights.
I hope they don't go in that direction.
Yeah, and now they're giving them
we're trying to herd them
rights.
into a
and then they're being made into like burgers that they themselves serve at the local McDonald's.
I mean, what could really happen? Like, how is Chris Pratt going to be dragged back in yet again?
I don't know, the same way the other guy's been drinking.
Why are they going to have to find Blue this time? I don't know.
What if Blue was in the trunk of the car? They just throw it in the trunk of the car like, you're coming with us.
Blue runs off.
Yeah,
there's a little moment where we realize that Blue will fully listen to him.
Mm-hmm. So unlike the first one where it was still iffy,
no, yeah, Blue was like,
all of a sudden we've been away for months.
All aboard.
No.
But there's a little scene where he's like, come with us, we'll get you to a safe place. And Blue looks over at the cage, looks back at him and goes, nah, and runs away. It ends with Blue goes up onto this mountainside, there's like a whole little town. Mm-hmm. See, the thing is, no matter how much we like Blue, and how much Blue listens to Chris Pratt. No matter how much Blue listens to Chris Pratt, it's gonna go down to that town and eat every person there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Chris Pratt comes back and it's like fat. Blue's fat and doesn't want to do anything. It's like the Groot. It's like teenage Groot.
Yeah.
We get teenage fat Blue that doesn't want to do anything for anyone.
Yeah. I just don't know what next. If they're gonna go into this human. I'm
kind of excited because I think it's going to be bad. I think it's going to be one of those things where like you try to find bad movies and watch them.
Well,
I think it's going to be one of those.
If there is one thing this does is get you very interested in where it goes next.
Yeah,
that is something it did accomplish.
Yeah, unlike the DC movies.
Right.
I don't care. I just want them to stop.
Yeah. And even to an extent, The Last Jedi, because it's like, all right.
Yeah.
See where we go. This one's like, exactly. What's happening? What's next?
Yeah, now we have human cloning right near the end of this.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, these gotta be 50 dinosaurs on this island is now an endless stream that's wiping across the country.
The T-Rex ends, it breaks into a zoo and like roars at a lion, and the lion roars at it. Yeah. But what happens literally next is it eats the lion. But like everyone's like, oh, it's so majestic. Like look at this. They're like, it ends on this montage. Jeff Goldblum and this
the T-Rex
music.
Probably eats his lion.
No, the T-Rex is about to eat everyone in that zoo.
Well, if it didn't already, and the lion was just last.
Right. And that's honestly how this movie maybe should have ended. Mm-hmm. Not on this weird "we freed the animals" thing.
That's what I'm saying.
But on this terrifying, there are dinosaurs in the world.
Yeah. Literally for
Why are we ending before the action?
Yeah. 4 movies
where they're about to
running and hiding from dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden it's like, yeah, we did it.
Like I don't want to see.
Why?
I don't want to see animals killed, but I want to see this T-Rex run through this zoo.
Yeah, and
I want to see this raptor run through this town.
Yeah.
I want to see these pteranodons fly through Vegas.
Eat a child. Watch it eat a child.
Yeah.
Oh man, talk about exciting. Really, just show us the devastation of dinosaurs. Because clearly we haven't gotten that in the other movies. Now we've released them and we're good job, man. High fiving everybody.
Yeah. But I don't really know what's next. Do we hunt them down? Do we go into bunkers and wait out the apocalypse?
No, we keep cloning them and releasing
them. Yeah, the bad guys will keep making them.
Yeah, they'll clone people, they'll clone dinosaurs. It'll be a great time.
When they mix the Indoraptor with a raptor.
Mm. And
now
child embryo.
Now it's half 1/3 Indoraptor, 1/3 raptor, 1/3 human.
Yeah, but like stupid human.
Yeah,
like it just goes completely wrong.
Well, of course it will.
Yeah. Like Blue will come in and save the day, and she's the real hero of the new movie franchise. It's not Chris Pratt.
No, it's just her.
Or the woman actor.
Speaking of which, Chris Pratt maybe said 15 things in this movie.
Really?
He's really just around to do action stuff and throw around some one-liners.
Yeah.
That was his role in this movie, because they were way too busy explaining the auction.
Like the first one, Jurassic World was just so good.
I thought it was good. Here's where we probably disagree. Where like a lot of people didn't like it. Mm-hmm. I actually liked it. So like this is a disappointment.
That's what I'm saying. Compared to this one, I like it way more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. We could definitely talk about it.
Forever.
Yeah.
So yeah, pay attention to our channel. We got some more reviews coming out.
Yeah,
many different things.
You can check out the Jurassic Park Throwback review that we did on the channel. And maybe not this one is out. We will rank them at some point.
Yeah, you can even watch the one about our predictions if it was going to be bad.
We said it was going to be good.
I know. And here we are.
Yeah.
Talk about a 180.
Yeah.
So once again, I'm Brooks.
I'm Joe.
And this has been another episode of Cantina Reviews. How's it going, everybody? I
was scratching my eye. Like I said, it's not all bad. I liked some of the